on the grid with our Junior X30s then. We'll head up to our front row, who will have Thomas Spearing and Riley Cranham, as the wind gets all the hair in my face. Tom, how's your weekend been going so far? Starting from the front row, how have you managed it?
I mean, it's been good. We've just been really consistent with our 2 heats, which helped us to get on pole. So just hoping for another good result to boost us up in the championship.
And obviously this year as well, Whilton Mills had the change with the last corner. You've already driven it in the Rotax, but have you been driving it any differently in the X30? Do you manage the power delivery differently, or is it pretty much the same concept?
No, it's not much different. We've done like quite a few test days here, so we've got to grips with it quite well.
Great to hear from you then, Tom. Good luck for the final. We'll also go over to Riley Cranham as he talks to his mechanic over there. We'll just interrupt them if we can. Riley, very good day so far. Riley, how are you feeling ahead of the final?
I'm feeling all right.
So I just asked a bit of a technical question to Tom about the last corner, but in your opinion, what do you have to do on this track to be fast?
You have to keep calm as always, push as hard as you can, and yeah.
Like, from my experience as well, it's one of those tracks where, you know, it's quite easy to make a mistake. What do you do to make sure that, you know, driver errors don't happen?
Well, you always try to keep calm, so that's all you have to do your best.
Good luck to you then, Riley. We'll head further down the grid then. We've got Taylor Orridge starting behind Riley. We spoke to Taylor earlier on in the mini paddock show. Always some great entertainment provided by the Croc driver. We've also got Zach Green in here as well. Zach, obviously, family-run team, siblings and cousins doing really well this weekend. Zach, how have you been getting on? How's things been going?
So in my first heat, I came 8th because I oiled up at the start, so we had to change the spark plug, which wasn't ideal. But I managed to drive through from the back to 8th, which was quite good. And then the second heat, I just picked my way through and had the pace to end up coming out on top, which was good.
From what we've seen from the juniors so far as well this year, you know, it gets quite scrappy, like, you know, mid-race. Do you think actually starting a bit further down on the grid is actually not so much of a bad thing?
Yeah, I'd say so, because you have the momentum of going forward. But obviously, if you do start at the front, then you can sometimes get a gap. So it sometimes works either way.
Well, we'll see if you can get to the front then, Zach. We'll catch up with you later on. We'll keep going further down the grid because we've got a little bit more time ahead of this final. We've got Monday here as well. Monday we caught up with in the mini paddock show, who's telling us about one of his new partners. Monday, how have you been feeling after your heats?
I'm feeling confident, just hoping to get a good start like heat 1 and see what happens.
So in between heats and races then, what support do they give you to make sure that you can keep making that progress through a weekend?
T4, the driver coach, goes over data, and also he goes over what we could have done better in the race. Then Chris basically goes over the kart, see what we need to change.
Very best of luck to you then, Monday. Whistle has been blown. Final race of the day will be going out now. We'll go back up into the box to head off for this X30 Junior race.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Looking forward to this one. Last race of the day, not last race of the weekend, of course. We've got it all to do again tomorrow. Do hope you can be with us on Sunday for the second part of this Wera Tools British Kart Championships double-header there. On-board camera, back in action, Anthony, and Taylor Orridge doing the honours for this one.
Yeah, certainly so. Looking forward to this one. You can see there the yellow light flashing, indicating there's around 30-ish seconds before we get started for this one. But very tense time. It's the last final of the day. It's Junior X30. It's coming up next.
Let's go then for the last race of the day. Here's your grid for the final in Junior X30. Thomas Spearing on pole position. Riley Cranham alongside on the front row. Kenzo Craigie and Taylor Orridge on the second row of the grid. Zach Green, 1 in the club round. Preparing for this one, starts on row 3. He's joined by Harrison Mackie, championship leader. Morgan Moore and Monda Junior Canini starts on row 4.
Row number 5 is Archie Owen and Evan Purcell, who's had a brilliant run this weekend in the final, actually making it to the final. Cameron Edmonds and George Edgar go from row 6. 6. Then it's Hamish Forrest and Joey Brown on row 7 with Ian Kraling and Mayan Patel on row 8.
Lewis Islin and Rockaway and Shenton start on row 9. Aston Sharp and Jacob Backler have it all to do from row number 10. Alexander De Benedictis and Harrison Whitacombe start on row 11. Row 12 is completed by Jake Brook and Aaron Richardson.
Monty Braithwaite and Sky Parker round out row number 13 ahead of Max Yule and Alex Dodds. Then it's the 6 drivers through from the repechage. It's Samuel Branson and Harry Walsh. Then with Katrina E and Dean Patel, Josh Parker and Charlie Myers round out the rest of the field and the 34 kart grid. Just the last 2 rows there through from the repechage, I believe, as well. So a brilliant race it was earlier on. And the last final of the day, Andrew.
12 minutes plus 1 lap on...
Not underway. False start. Oh, you sounded so depressed about that. You sounded really sad that they went round again. Yeah, but it's fine.
Tyres, though.
No, exactly. More temperature in the tyres. It's all good. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful... Are we still spring? Are we summer?
Oh, we're summer now.
Are we summer?
Yeah.
Mid-June. Early mid-June? Yeah.
My hay fever's kicked in.
All right, fair enough, yeah.
34 karts. This is the biggest field of the day.
Yeah.
Busiest track conditions that we'll have are across today. Is your chevron flag indicating go round again. I've really been impressed with Thomas Binspearing, you know. He seems to have stepped up the performance level so far this weekend in what is a very competitive Argentine Motorsport awning. For reference, 17th and 9th were his final results at PF. So he can definitely smash those results in terms of the best so far. Harrison Mackie, to recap, has taken both finals so far this season. Taylor Orridge, Riley Cranham both took a 2nd place each. Kenzo Craigie of the drivers here this weekend was 3rd. Remember, it's Nicholas Schaufler, the other one, who's not here this weekend. Away we go then. No, we're going to go round again.
And do you know what? I think there, George Edgar might have a problem with his power output there, because did you see the gap that had opened up between him and the kart in front, which will have been Evan Purcell? He didn't go anywhere, so maybe there could be some gremlins on board that McBat racing car.
Well, we definitely hope not, and hope this 2nd extra formation lap gets a bit of a moment for those. Oh, now that's a bit more of a problem, as Taylor Orridge, no, not Taylor Orridge, it's number 14, it's Archie Owen facing the wrong way, gets back in control. Now Archie Owen is meant to be starting from the 5th row of the grid.
Yeah, that's not gone well at all for Archie Owen, and hopefully he gets back in his position. He'll have a bit of time to do that. You can see him in the background trying to get there, but they will have to be careful, because of course they'll come to the part of the track where there'll be no more overtaking allowed. But yeah, hopefully 3rd time's a charm on this one.
Hopefully so. Championship situations right now. Mackie 315, Cranham 288, Edgar 279, Craigie 277. Ian Kraling competing the top 5 at the moment on 270. This is looking better into the tram lines. 3rd time of asking, are we going to go racing? Oh. No, we're not. That is a real mess in the midfield. Couple of drivers off. That initially was looking good, but something happened in the mid-pack there. I don't know whether the mid-pack was just a little bit too eager to get on the gas. And, well, that results in another aborted start.
Right, and now that is 3 false starts. So we might have some clipboard action here from our race director, Nigel Edwards. He might stop the field here. Usually they would call it now to stop them, and they've not, so maybe they're going to send them around once more. I suspect we might get some fantastic footage of Dan Ashton doing his best impression of Nigel Edwards as well out on circuit as they head down into the infield section, into the boot. But eyes will be on this grid now. That is 3 false starts, and all 3 of them have been pretty scrappy, so they do need to be careful here. One more and they will be in trouble, so they do need to be careful.
Evan Purcell there in the number 46. Yeah, Dan's been quite clear, like, come on, let's get this one going. Last race of the day, back on board with Taylor Orridge. Starting 4th, starting on the outside of row number 2. There's Kenzo Craigie to our left. Riley Cranham directly ahead, and Thomas Binspearing, as that is not good news for the number 58 of Samuel Branston. One of our qualifiers from the repechage, doesn't look to be going any further in this one. Now, are we good to go racing? Yes, we are. 12 minutes underway. Good start for those on the pole side of the grid. It's the two Argentis straight through into first and second, spearing ahead of Craig and Shawley. In this early phase, they'll try and work together. Side by side is off the road there. Is the number 11. Is that Joey Brown going for a wild one? Yes, it is. It was starting in the middle of the pack. So that's got not good news there. There's Taylor Orridge. Taylor Orridge has had an okay start. You can see, I think Harrison Mackie has got ahead as well there in the number 21. So Orridge slips down into 5th place, but it's spearing Craigie first and second. There's more dramas in the background. One of the Jade Racing team runners was wide there, might have been Mayan Patel through. You can see the commitment there on the first lap through the new chicane. End of lap 1 it is. Spearing from Craigie. Another good start from Honda Junior Canini. We saw that in the first heat earlier today. Mackie up to 4th. Taylor Orridge completing that top 5.
Yep, superb effort from the top drivers then in this one. And the rest of the field do need to be a little bit concerned here. Well, actually, they might not need to be because Craigie's on the attack. I was about to say the two Argentis up in front, they could work together and break away here. But Craigie is saying, no, I want to lead this final, and moves up into the lead. Monday Junior Canini there has not been able to capitalise on that. He stays behind. He's got Harrison Mackie just behind, and who's just behind him? Live on board, it's Taylor Orridge. I am sure there is no love lost between these two drivers from their last race earlier on.
Over the curb there was a little opportunity for Taylor Orridge to get down the inside of Harrison Mackie, but a little one only. There's a Kart off in the background on the initial run through the boots. It might be Evan Purcell and Mayan Patel because they're both falling down through the order. Change for second place. Canini down the inside of Thomas Min-Spearing. Well, the pace that Thomas Min-Spearing had in the heat seems to be eluding him right now. Zach Green's also on the move down the inside of Harrison Mackie, who's also lost out to Taylor Orridge. So the championship leader is down to 6th place now, but still a long way to go. Craigie leads. Canini P2, Spearing, Orridge, Green and Mackie the top 6, and Riley Cranham not too far behind as well. This is a difficult race, I think, particularly for the Fusion drivers. They had such great performance at PF International. They were a cut above the rest, but here at Whilton Mill, this is really where their championship campaigns start for me. This is where they've got to work hard to get those points on the board. Down the inside, 4th, 3rd place. Orridge on Spearing, good move there.
Yeah, indeed. And that live onboard shot there going through Oblivion just shows how harsh it is on a driver, how physical it is on a driver out there. You saw as well there Zach Green getting past Spearing up to 4th place as well, so another change there. But really, really big showing. Another change as well. Taylor Orridge now up to 2nd place. Mono Junior Canini's gone down to 4th place as Zach Green gets up into P3.
Zach Green looking really good in this one, has come through the field. He won in preparation for this Vera Tools British Kart Championship event. He took the May round of Whilton Mill Kart Club, so we know he's got good pace. We know he's got good pace in these conditions as well. It's been 8th and 4th so far in the finals of the first double-header of the year at PF International. Another driver who knows this circuit very well, Rocco Lane Shenton, has just set the fastest lap of the race. Rocco Lane Shenton up 6 spots so far in this one, up into 12th place, and his pace is 3/10 quicker than the leaders right now. The length of this race, 8.25 minutes to go. Keep an eye on Rocco Lane Shenton coming through the field.
Exactly that, and we will keep a close eye on it. 8 minutes to go in this race. A little look further down the order as I think there's some drivers' names tumbling down the order there. Who is going down?
And one of them's Harrison Mackie. Harrison Mackie and Spearing, they're both down the order. Are they not? No, Spearing's in 7th place, and Mackie, okay, I think it might have been a transponder issue then. As for the lead, Orridge down the inside of Craigie. Orridge takes it.
Yep, nice job there. Well timed through the top section of the circuit through, as we've dubbed it, Christmas Corner, and then Inkerman's. Well timed, well calculated, well delivered as well. And Orridge is looking really, really strong in this final. He's putting what happened in that qualifying heat earlier on behind him. He's focusing on this race now. and he leads the way with 7 minutes to go. We'll keep an eye on this battle as it goes through. I want to have a look further down the order just to see what's happening between the rest of the drivers. Any big movers? Yes, there is. Aston Sharp is up 11 positions. He's having a good race. Harrison Whitcomb up 7 places as the drivers make their way up to Christmas corner. No moves there just further down. Sky Parker's up 5 as well ahead of Monty Braithwaite, 6 places gained. Mayan Patel has dropped down 11 places in that one. It's battling away with the likes of Alex Dodds. Alex Dodds for MDL Motorsport is up 2 places. Still having a good run though, fighting alongside Max Yule as well just ahead.
Absolutely. Saw Rockaway Shenton on the move yet again there. 6.5 minutes of this one to go. Monagini Canini down the inside of Thomas Mintz-Spearing. Wrestling again, been really impressed with Aston Sharp so far in race trim this weekend. Has bounced back from a disappointing qualifying. He's coming back through the field. I think he backed himself with 6.25 minutes of this one remaining. He's only 3 seconds off the race lead. There he is. Aston Sharp with the red suits and the flag of Scotland on the side. As through for second place goes Zach Green, past Kenzo Craigie. So Zach Green up another position, now sets about the Kart Masters champion of 2023, Taylor Orridge. And this is again a continuation of the form that we saw a few weeks ago. A bit further back in the championship positions right now. The virtual championship scores as things stand. Mackie still leading, 374. Cranham, 346. Craigie improving up to 3rd place, and then Taylor Orridge will be up to 4th. Fastest lap of the race, though, has just gone in from Harrison Mackie now. Is this it? Is this what we say? It's all down the inside for the lead of the race. Here goes Zach Green. He's done it. He's pounced straight through. Nothing Taylor Orridge could do about that, but is there going to be a move down into Ashby? Orridge responds, nicely responds, retakes the lead.
Yep, this is good, but it's also a bit risky. Oh, because it closes in, and just the concertina effect there. They got sandwiched. Kenzo Craigie, Harrison Mackie. Right, okay, you got Taylor Orridge at the front of this. You got Harrison Mackie at the back of it. What could possibly go wrong here? And then you got Craigie and Green right in the middle. These are 4 very, very, very competitive drivers battling with each other. Shenton's got up into P6. Well, he's actually falling down a little bit in the order there because it's Spearing now. Sharp's there in 7th place. Shenton in 8th. Monet Canini still there in the top 10 ahead of Cameron Edmonds. Green down the inside. And Taylor Orridge forces his way into that one. Mackie's now up into 3rd place. Craigie down to 4th.
There was a Zach Green-sized gap down the inside there into Christmas, and just about Zach Green made it work. On board once again with Taylor Orridge. You can see how physical this circuit is at Whilton Mill. It's a grippy circuit. It's a driver's circuit where it rewards you with bravery. As here comes Riley Cranham into the mix now. Is there a gap for Taylor Orridge? Down through the new chicane, over the curb, out onto the cattle grid as Kenzo Craigie's losing positions. Hand over fist now. Aston Sharp's got through. He's dealing with his teammate as well, Thomas Mintz-Spearing. We're into 4 minutes to go territory now into Christmas corner. Look at the fight involving Harrison Whitcomb's come flying through the order as well. He's up 11 spots so far in this race. Notification race controls. Orridge down the inside of Green once again. Did he get the move done? It was a late move. He did. Taylor Orridge to the lead of the race.
Well, superb driving. Whitcomb on the outside here is going wheel to wheel with another. This is not what you want to see, but just holds on to it. Incredible, incredible racing from the entire field here. Green on the outside, Mackie's got the inside. Sharp trying to get through as well. It's all closing in here, but you just don't know. 5-second time penalty is going out to the 86. That's Rocco Shenton. Rocco Shenton's got a 5-second in-race time penalty. He will not like that at all. Sharp's there in P5, but this race is far from over. Less than 3 minutes left on the timer. It's Orridge from Cranham into 2nd place for Mackie. No change with the top 3, but Sharp down the inside of Green. He moves up into P4.
Aston Cranham trying to get around the outside. Can he make it work? They're still side by side into Ozies. Is the door going to open for Mackie now as well? Cranham with a brave one, tried to get the lead, tried to improve on what he did at PFI. Here comes Aston Sharp into the boot once again. Taylor Orridge somehow has the lead. The whole of the Junior X30 field is behind him over the curb once again. There's still 2.5 minutes of this to go, ladies and gentlemen. Taylor Orridge is fighting for his life here for a victory in the Wera Tools British Kart Championship. Hard defence to the inside again. Here comes Aston Sharp round the outside. Takes second place away from Harrison Mackie. Down towards Ashby once again. Sharp goes for the lead. Orridge carries the speed round the outside. It is anybody's race to win. It's everybody's race to lose.
I am rocking in a fetal position in the commentary box. This is incredibly tense. There, the tension's been pinged in the background. It's been an absolute contra-time in the background, but they've all, I think, got going as well. We'll try and find out who that was, but it's still Taylor Orridge. Cranham, Mackie still there in third place. He's got some gremlins with his transponder, I think, at the moment. There you can see, I think it's Morgan Moore, one of the drivers who's out. Lewis Islin's another. I think George Edgar is a third as well. Green to the inside, trying to get the move done. Not able to do so. Stays behind Riley Cranham as they all go through. It's controlled itself now at the front. Taylor Orridge is there. He seems a little calmer now. Aston Sharp still there in second place. Mackie's still there in third. They've got a bit of breathing space now. 1 minute to go. Everyone needs to focus. Everyone needs to bring it down. The tension's just pulled itself back again. It's building once more as Whitcomb is trying to battle in the background. Green's gone down the inside of Cranham this time around. And now, is that Monday Junior Canini or is it Hamish Forrest, I think, coming through? Not too sure, but there are drivers making moves. No, it was Monday Junior Canini. Back up into P5.
It just feels at the moment to me, Anthony, that we're in the eye of the storm right now. Things are calm, but the hurricane's about to hit once again here at Whilton Mill. Not in terms of the weather, but the pure racing action here in Junior X30. Harrison Whitcomb gets past his teammate Kenzo Craigie. This has not been the race that Kenzo Craigie would have expected. Rocco Shenton's there as well in number 86, but remember he has a plus 5 second penalty out of Oziers on lap 15. This is going to go for another 2 laps, maybe not. We'll see whether the last lap board comes this time around. On board again with Taylor Orridge. Bang across the curb once again. Through the final couple of corners.
Seconds.
Is it going to come out?
No.
2 seconds. There were 2 seconds on the board there. So we go for 2 more. On to lap 16. But Taylor Orridge has started to break away. Aston Sharp, who's had to race from the back of the field through his heat. He's had to race through from the back of this field. How are his tyres feeling? How much punishment has the Mick Barrett number 52 had today? Has he got enough to close in and challenge Taylor Orridge for the lead of this race?
Oh, he's run wide. That won't help him at all. And Mackie tries to get through, but he got caught up in him going wide. The gap opens up even more. Taylor Orridge. Oh! And Sharp is up in the air. And, well, who was that with? And that was very, I think it may have been, he's out of this race and he looks to be in some discomfort. But, well, drama on the final lap.
A day of roller coaster emotions for Aston Sharp. It's a second retirement after a mega drive through the field. We're on the final lap of the final race of the day. A pulsating day here at Whilton Mill. Taylor Orridge looking to break the winning streak of Harrison Whitcomb in the X30 Junior category that's not just gone through these championships but in Europe as well. Yellow flags out through Ozies. This is going to be for Aston Sharp. This may be it. He's having a gesture there to Harrison Mackie through the final couple of corners. Taylor Orridge is going to take victory at Whilton Mill by a whisker. Harrison Mackie holds on to the championship lead. It's Orridge from Mackie by 3.5 tenths ahead of Mon Junior Canini. Canini on the podium as well, and there you go. There's the advantage of having the onboard camera. You can celebrate straight to everybody watching at home. What a victory for Taylor Orridge.
Superb, an absolute drive there. That was as tense as you could make it. All of them closing in on those final laps. Just pinpoint precision from the entire field. For some, it ended in drama. For some, it's going to end in tears, but tears of joy as they make their way back into Parc Ferme. It's Taylor Orridge on top, Mackie second, Monday Junior Canini in third. But the nose cone check is on.
Check.
Is it all good for Taylor Orridge? It's good. For Mackie, it's good, I think. Yeah, he's absolutely fine. There's no drama there. Mono Junior Canini in third. Is it all good for him? It looks good from that position. We'll get the confirmation as long as Dave Hillary doesn't stand up. But he is going to stand up. Oh, third place, Monday Junior Canini. It is a nose cone penalty, and he will tumble down the order. That will promote. Well, no, it won't, because Rocco Shenton has got that in-race 5-second time penalty. That, I think, puts Riley Cranham on the podium.
It does indeed. So Riley Cranham, second in the championship, gets some more points on the board. But for Taylor Orridge, good to see that good bit of sportsmanship between Orridge and Mackie. Taylor Orridge, who, well, depending on what you believe and who you believe, nearly retired from the sport at the end of 2023, came back for another go in X30 Junior, and that is why, and you can see how overjoyed he is with this first race victory. It's a hard race. He had to defend very, very hard at points in that one, but also the form that Harrison Mackie has been in these last 8 weeks or so. That is a statement victory from Taylor Orridge. Right, let's take you through the highlights of that one. There's going to be quite a few of them. We had a bit of a wait, a few false starts, but eventually we got going. Good start for the Argentis, Spearing and Craigie first and second. That really would be the highlight of their race, not the kind of race that the Argenti team would have wanted. Orridge down the inside. This was the first move for the lead on Kenzo Craigie. But you always knew with this category in 2024 that the hounds were going to close in and that there were going to be challenges. Aston Sharp had another great race. Real shame to see him retire later in it, of course, but he came flying through the field. Zach Green as well had a good run through the order and took the lead as well. It's all about whether Taylor Orridge could reply. He would. Back down the inside into Ashby Corner. Very good moves, I thought, throughout that race, Anthony. Clean moves as well from Taylor Orridge.
Yeah, indeed. Clean, calculated. But again, sometimes, put himself in a situation where I don't think he wanted to be, He was at the front for most stages, but leaving those doors open gave the invitation to other drivers to really think about, you know what, I can go for the lead on this time around and I can take it. It certainly made it interesting. But the checker flag came out. How close could it be? And Taylor Orridge, yeah, like you say, to the camera there, that's a win.
I was going to say on the last stop, I said, he was gesturing back to Harrison Mackie. I must take that back. I think he was actually gesturing to the camera,
yes,
to you at home to say, how about that? That is a race victory. And yeah, that is a really, really good one. That elevates them to fourth place in the championship. Mackie, Cranham from Craigie and Orridge, your scores. Let's head down there to Nicole, who's in Parc Ferme.
Down in Parc Ferme with Junior X30 Final winner, Taylor Orridge. Taylor, bit of a scrappy race, do you reckon?
Yeah, the main thing about the race round here is making sure you're in the lead and having that good position, because as soon as they start getting into a bit of a scuffle, you can just get the break, and that's when you need to put in those laps.
And were you aware on the last couple of laps of what was going on behind you with Green and Sharp? You know, he's got a fan club over there. If you were... were you aware what happened with Green and Sharp in the last corner? Did you know that was going on, or were you too concentrated on just kind of getting your head down?
I kept on looking back every now and again to see, because I didn't want to over push it and then over driving, because it just makes your drive worse. I was trying to put some consistent laps in. I kept having a look back, seeing if I did have to push more or not, and I seen that we were kind of gauging a gap. And then as soon as I seen them start battling, that's when I kind of knew that I just needed to chill for the last few laps, and I had that gap, and then that's why I just bring it home.
And then tomorrow, completely new day, different, not a lot really goes into tomorrow other than you can carry the setup over if the conditions are the same. But will you be doing anything, when you go back to the hotel, will you be doing any post-race stuff to keep that momentum going?
I'm actually going home, so I'll probably I think I'm going to have a kebab tonight, watch a film.
What kind of kebab?
Doner kebab all the way. Or I might...
Just meat?
Yeah, and chips, and fries, but yeah, just go back to go back home, you know, see everyone, message people, you know, just chill out. And then obviously we've got a bit of a confidence boost from today, knowing that we can and have the pace to win. So we'll carry that into tomorrow and hopefully get another good result.
Well, congratulations, Taylor, and enjoy your kebab. Maybe get some salad in there, though, so...
My friends and my mum. Hi. Hi. Oh, hi, Mum. And Dad. I'm not singing a song.
Yeah, sing us a song.
No. It's not that mood. I wasn't really singing in that one, really. The last few laps, I was just like, keep my cool. And I kept coughing really bad. I've got quite, I don't know what...
Man flu?
Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, but I was coughing really bad coming out of the fast right. And the whole way down the straight, and then it kind of sorted itself out for the rest of it.
So no singing, just coughing?
Yeah, I was coughing, and I was like, it's quite hard. I've got really bad hay fever, so my eyes started watering as well. Yeah, it was quite a rough race, you know what I mean?
Rough race. Well, congratulations, Taylor. We'll catch up with you tomorrow, and good luck.
Our last podium of the evening is for Junior X30. And we start with our driver in third place. A magnificent race. More points in the championship for driver number 18, representing Fusion Motorsport. Please welcome Riley Cranham. In second place today, also for Fusion Motorsport, please welcome driver number 21, Harrison Mackey. And your winner of round 3, the Wera Tools British Kart Championships in Junior X30 for Croc Promotion, please welcome the GP plate holder, Taylor Orridge. And last but not least, please welcome the winning mechanic on the GP kart today. Please welcome Craig Orridge. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this evening's podium ceremony. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for your support. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow.